What's going on, everyone? Steven Laggy Gamer. Sorry if I'm not sounding enthusiastic, but this is the sixth time I'm having to redo this video after going through several 20-minute attempts at trying to do it, whether it's sound screwing up, someone calling me right at the end of the video that screws it all up because I record on my phone, or the phone dying so it cuts off and I don't know it's dying. I hope I have everything rectified now, except the camera being kind of crooked. I hope I have everything fixed now. From the phone is plugged in. Hopefully no one's going to call me. I'm going to try to fly through this now at record pace. I'm not even going to show one of the things because it's not too relevant anyway. But man, this is getting frustrating. I've never had this much problem trying to get a video out. Anyways, pickups video for August. The last stuff I'm going to be getting for August. I only planned on getting 2 games, but it wound up getting a lot more. But I got a lot of great deals on things. But I won't spend too much time talking because I'm done redoing videos. But the first thing I don't mind redoing every time is I won a contest video. I won Emperor Fox 100 subscriber contest. Great YouTuber, great channel. Please go check him out. He has a fantastic Bioshock collection, or just his taste in games in general is awesome. Have like the same taste and stuff. He was a big Xenoblade fan as well, Chronicles, so go check him out. I was like his second or third subscriber a while back when he first started. I think it was his Game Room tour was his first video. And I saw all the Bioshock stuff he had then, and I knew instantly subscribed and I was doing it. So if you like, I keep saying Bioshock because that's his favorite games. So if you go check him out, you'll really enjoy it. But he had a 100 subscriber contest that I happened to have won. He would push the date back to extend it, and it just so happened I was able to get a video in time. But he sent a note with the package. Steve, aka Laggy Gamer, congrats on winning my contest. The very awesome Bastion soundtrack, signed by Darren Cobb, is somewhere below in the depths of the newspaper. Also included a couple extra goodies for you to enjoy. Fox. P.S. Keep up the awesome videos. I pretty much know that note by heart now since I read it 6 times. But Fox, thanks, man. You keep up your awesome videos too. You do a great job. Again, everyone go check him out. I will leave a link. But this is what he sent me. He sent me, well, the first thing I'll show here, the little extra goodie. GameStop had these little Zelda figurines in there that you can pick up, and I keep wanting to pick them up every time I go to check out, but I always forget. And this is from Phantom Hourglass. This heart goes in here, but I can't remember how it stands up. Can't get it to stand up. But awesome, awesome little, and that figure has a lot of detail on it, so it's really cool. And I was a big fan of Phantom Hourglass. I know a lot of people don't like it. The Muramasa Rebirth Abridged soundtrack. Fantastic artwork on there. But the coup de grace, the main event, the signed Darren Cobb soundtrack. There it is. There's the signature. And I hear the soundtrack isn't even easy to get, much less autographed, with the soundtrack listing. I think it's got some great artwork on the inside too. Yeah. So Fox, again, thanks so much for even putting on a contest for such a great prize, because that's just some awesome stuff right there, man. Again, appreciate it. Everyone go check them out. Alright, next up I got, I'll show my new releases first. I keep saying I don't want this to be a long story with the first thing I'm going to show, but it turns out being long, so I don't know. We'll see where it goes. I had pre-ordered this game, and I went to go pick it up Tuesday. Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn, online. Was on the fence of even getting this game at first, because when I get hooked on MMOs, I get hooked on them and love them too much, and they take over my life. And this one I'm really loving right now, so we'll see how it goes. And Dustin's playing with me too. We're having a good time. Japanese Ultima server. But the story behind this is a collector's edition that's really hard to find, I guess, right now, because it's going for over 200 bucks online sometimes. I only paid 40 bucks for the original copy. I go in to pick mine up. The lady, she was a newer worker there. She pulls this out and hands it to me instead. And I didn't know it was a collector's edition at first. I couldn't really read the top of there because it kind of blends in with it. I just thought it was some type of pre-order bonus. So she gives it to me. I walk out. We were having a good time in the store chatting about Final Fantasy and how millions of people are going in and pick up Madden. And that's what she thought I was getting. So when I said this, she was shocked. But yeah, I walked out the store. Went to go meet my wife for some lunch and stuff. And finally, when I'm about to leave, I started looking at this and like, oh crap, it's a collector's edition. I showed it to the guys in the AGP community on Facebook. I was like, look what I got for 40 bucks. But then on the way home, that's when it starts sitting in like, I think they gave me someone else's game. This is not supposed to be mine. And I'm talking to my wife about it, talking to the guys on Facebook about it, don't know what to do. But it wasn't going to stop me from playing the game. I left everything sealed in it, but I pulled the game out to play the game. I'm not going to unbox this because you can look that up on anyone's video. Long story short, the next day when I went to pick up my other limited edition that I got here, I brought this with me to work with the intent of giving it back to GameStop. Because it just felt wrong. This was someone else's game. I really felt this was someone else's game, and I was not going to keep it. So I brought this back to work with me to drop off at GameStop. I bring it in. It's like, listen, you guys gave me the wrong edition yesterday. I don't think I was supposed to get this. And the guy working was like, yeah, you weren't supposed to. We made a mistake giving it to you. And he's really appreciative. You can't believe I brought this back. But I'm in my uniform, and it's like, I'm not going to steal something that's not mine. So I was like, yeah, I'll go ahead and bring it back or whatever you want to do. He's like, well, the guy who came in, we actually saw that our GameStop had more in stock, so we got 1-day delivery on one, and he showed me the copy that came in for him sitting there that pretty much came the next day. So he's like, this is his copy. He's going to come get it today. He was fine. He was a little upset at first, but once we showed him we can get another copy in a day, he was really cool about it. So like, all right, so what do we want to do with this game? He's like, it's yours. I said, do I have to pay a difference? He's like, nope, just keep it and take it, and that's on the house. So I was like, are you sure? He's like, trust me, man, GameStop has plenty of money to take care of it. So I was like, okay, I understand that, so I will take it. I was just really happy that the guy got his game because he had his contact information there still. If not, then I would have gladly gave this back to the guy who originally belonged to. Because I had that crap happen to me there where an employee played my edition, or played my game, and I didn't get it. So I know what that feeling's like, and I did not want him to have to go through that. So I brought it back there for him, but luckily it all works out and he got a new copy. So and I got that for a free upgrade. So quick story on that one, and just that it pays to be honest too. If you know you're doing something wrong, it pays to be honest, because then you might get rewarded in the end as well. The other thing I got, Killer is Dead limited edition. If you pre-ordered the game, that came with art book, game, and soundtrack. That I want. This is the goal, to play this game today, and having to redo this video 6 times is not helping. But yeah, really looking forward to that. Suda51, Grasshopper Manufacturer. I'm a huge fan. Anything I can do to support this company right here, Exceed, I will do. So $60, no problem. I'll give it to you. Alright, moving on to some pawn shop thrift store pickups as I spit into the camera. For $1.50, z.h.p Volume 1 Rebirth. I don't know how many games this was released on the PS2, like 7 or 8, but I know this is worth a lot of money. I see it from 70 to 90. It's not complete. I still need a manual, but the insert's in fantastic condition. It's for $1.50. I stole that. So Rhythm Heaven on the DS, $2. Y'all know what Rhythm Heaven is, so I won't get into it. Plus, I want to get through these games. Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. This would have been my 3rd copy, except I just sold an extra GameCube. I bought a GameCube and a PS2 with 15 games, 2 controllers for both of them, and 2 memory cards, all the works from a buddy at work for 20 bucks. They're in like new condition, with the intent of keeping the PS2 slim and having a backup, which I did, and selling the GameCube, which I did. Sold the GameCube, 2 controllers, Mario Golf, the other extra copy I had, and a memory card for like 36 bucks on eBay. I think that's what someone won. So everything paid for itself. I even made some money, and I got another copy of Mario Golf again. So there you go. 50 cents at that thrift shop. Unreal 2 Awakening. Blood Wake, 50 cents as well. Twisted Metal and Boats is what I heard, so I haven't tried it yet, but looking forward to it. And 50 cents, I couldn't pass up on it because the cover just looked cool. Gunmetal. So, yeah, looks like you can transform into planes and everything, so looks cool. Alright, next thing, at a pawn shop. They price their games for the new releases from anywhere from $5 to $8, and 2 of these were $8. The rest were like 5. And then I bought a Final Fantasy Spirits Within Blu-ray. I got all 5 of that for $20. So you can wheel and deal at pawn shops. Just put out a number and hand them cash. Makes a lot of difference. Spider-Man Web of Shadows, Mod Nation Racers, Medal of Honor Warfighter, and Shadows of the Dam, another Grasshopper manufacturer, and it is sealed. That's why I grabbed this one, because I have it on the 360, but I bought this one because maybe I can give away the 360 copy now, but I'm a collector of Suda and Grasshopper manufacturer now, so I just want to get anything they put out. Best Buy was having a 2-day back-to-school sale. This game was for $9.99. Once again, they did not have it in stock when I went there. So I went to my good old Target that was right across the street and price matched this game just like I did with the Kirby Dream Collection. So for $9.99, I rebought Resident Evil 6 on the PS3. Traded this in pretty quick after I bought it on 360 because I was really disappointed in the game. It was fun playing through with someone co-op. We did Leon's campaign, and I played through Chris's campaign by myself, and it just is not Resident Evil. I don't care what anyone says, and it's just my opinion, but I don't care what anyone says. That is not a Resident Evil game. It is a good action game, I think, and it is a good action game. Just what hurt the most is that it's supposed to be Resident Evil, and especially after having Resident Evil Revelations come out, which did a fantastic job at trying to recapture the atmosphere of the universe. Really love that game. To go to this action shooter again, anyone who tells you that this is a better game than Revelations, there is something wrong with that Resident Evil fan, because it is not. Resident Evil Revelations is hands down the better Resident Evil game, not Resident Evil 6. Everyone's welcome to their own opinion. I don't see, if you're a true fan of the series, how you could mix that up though. But anyways, enough of that little rant. But for $10 it was worth to rebuy it again, because I gotta have it in the collection. Gamestop. That was having 3 games for a $10 deal. So I purchased Fear 2 Project Origin, which Chance and Sprite Spacebar would cause that, because I was not a fan of the first Fear game, but really didn't give it its fair chance, I would say. I'll be honest. So I rebought them again, and they say it's a great game, so I'm going to try it. Fear 2 does look awesome, but it's just that first one I have trouble getting through. And Star Wars The Force Unleashed on the PSP. Played the first and second one, so loved it. Figured I'd go ahead and get the PSP entry, see if it's the same thing or anything different. It looks like it's got some extra stuff and some multiplayer, so I'm looking forward to giving it a try. So all 3 of those for $10. Another 3 for $10 deal at GameStop. The rest of these are PSP games, so if you're not a PSP fan, go ahead and turn off now, because I'm a huge PSP fan and I got some great deals. But 3 for $10 again, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, which I have the cover and manual on the way from Bree Software. I think I paid a little over $4 for them all. Resistance Retribution and Killzone Liberation. All those for $10. All that I wanted to add to the collection as well. Alright, like I said, the rest of these are PSP games, so let's get them started. For under $2 at the pawn shop, Soul Calibur Broken Destiny. Manual's a little beat up, but for under $2, great deal. Prince of Persia Revelations. Again, manual's a little faded out and stuff, but I'm a huge Prince of Persia fan. Under $2, definitely picking it up. I'm actually a fan of music rhythm games. I love the Guitar Hero and Rock Band games. I'm really good at them, actually. And I picked these up on the PSP. DJ Max Fever, which I believe they say it's getting tougher to find, so I went ahead and grabbed it. And it has got some fun gameplay. It's easier than the next game I'm going to show, and I really liked it. So for the cheap price, well worth it. Rock Band Unplugged. And talking about cheap, $1.79. This game has got a great soundtrack to it. The way you play it is you're actually controlling all 4 instruments and switching between the tracks on them. It's pretty tough, but it takes some getting used to, but it is really fun. And it's got great songs, so I really enjoyed it. Murder Storm Arctic Edge. I did buy this from GameStop at the used price. after watching Metal Jesus Rocks his PSP videos, because I really love that, and he highly recommended this as a great racer on it, and it is. This is a really fun racer. The graphics are great. The controls are great. It's almost perfect for a racer. God's Eater Burst. This again was at that pawn shop for $2. Ever since playing Project Origin, I really wanted to pick this up because those were my favorite characters in that game. And I haven't put this in yet, but for under $2, I was glad to pretty much steal that. Because I can't even find it at Gamestop now. I used to see it there all the time, but it's not. Again, at that pawn shop for under $2, Tales of the World Radiant Mythology. I'm really enjoying Tales of Xillia, so I wanted to snatch up another Tales game before the value goes up on it, but I think that keeps going down. Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. One of the very first PSP games I ever owned and beat. I love this game, but of course back then I traded stuff off, so I'm glad to add it back into the collection now. This is such a beautiful game as far as visuals, gameplay I love, so fantastic game. Medieval Resurrection. After watching Holy Kill 1's video, I saw this at a GameStop with a couple other games they've never had there before, so someone must have traded stuff in. And I snatched it up immediately, $3.99. Looking forward to getting into it. Along the same vein, Death Jr. This cool foil cover, which the sun's out now, so I'll see if there you go. But really cool cover. It looks like a nice 3D adventure game, so I can't wait to give it a try. I know Rusty R. Lewis says it's pretty fun. Generations of Chaos, a NIS title. This was only $3 at GameStop, so I was not going to pass up on it. Don't know much about it, but it looks like a tactical strategy RPG game. This one looked really crazy. z.h.p. Unlosing Ranger versus Dark Death Evil Man. Another NIS game, and it was complete. I saw this there, I think it was $13 a price, and it's about this guy who walks by this superhero who gets killed, so he takes over the superhero's like identity and becomes a superhero. So pretty crazy. Only the NIS people will do crazy stuff like that. So I haven't played or anything yet, but again, looks like a tactical strategy RPG, and it's actually kind of a rare game. It's hard to find. Last two, I was really happy to find. Again, I found one of these under $2 at that pawn shop, and that was this one. Legend of Heroes 3. Song of the Ocean. The value on these is kind of going up. I don't know if this is the one that's, I think number 2 is hard to find, the Moonlight one. But again, glad to find it under $2, and it is complete. I love Falcom and want to get everything that they put their hands on out over here in America. So, and Ys, Ark of Nepistria, another Falcom game to complete my Ys PSP collection on them. I know this game kind of gets some flack, but I put it in for about an hour just to test it and make sure it was working, and it seems fine to me. I don't know what the problem was with this game, but it wasn't complete. I bought this at GameStop in the generic case like Metal Gear Solid, but that Breeze Software website, I got the insert and the manual for I think $3.29, a combo deal. So complete copy now of Ys, Ark of Nepistria. And that is it. And sorry if this wasn't one of the better pickup videos, but it's after doing it 6 times, I just give up. And hopefully I don't go to my phone now and it says it turned off again, or else I'm going to be really pissed. And I'm going to not even do a pickups video. I'm going to play Killer is Dead, and that's it. So, anyways, like I said, Emperor Fox, Foxman, just thanks for putting on that contest again. I'm so happy I won it. I've already listened to that soundtrack. It's amazing. So just what I remember from playing through the game. Again, if you're going to play Final Fantasy XIV online, and if you're interested in playing with me and Dustin, we're on the Ultima server. It's on Japanese side, so come on over. There are Americans over there. Connection's still good, so don't worry about any of that. So yeah, I guess that's about it. So hopefully I'm lagging out for the final time for this video. See ya.